I'm Cyrus from Newfound Glory. I play drums.
I'm Ian, and I play bass.
Okay, cool. First question, could you tell us how the tour has been so far, and how does it feel to be one of the original bands on the first Honda Civic tour to come back and do it again?
So far, this tour has been actually amazing. It's been really easy for us, I think, because we only have to play like 10 songs. We're playing second out of 4 bands. The good part about being back in this tour is that a lot of our fans aren't really coming out to these shows just because the tickets are more expensive. So we get the opportunity to play in front of a lot of people that don't necessarily know our band at all. So it gives us a chance to win over new fans, and that'll hopefully help us to be in a band for a longer period of time.
And we're doing like signings and stuff every night, so we get to see and meet these people, the new fans, and it's like a lot of like younger people, and also even like older brothers and sisters that are bringing their like siblings out. So it's kind of cool to see new fans, like Ian said, and to try to play for new audiences.
In addition to this tour, you guys are doing your own headlining sideshow tours.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask, one of the bands you took with you, Lemuria, how did you guys discover them? Because I've been a fan of them for a while.
Well, at least for me, like a lot of the bands in this genre, it always comes from like somebody on the bus will play stuff like that, or somebody will hear about a band and get their vinyl and then try to meet them or invite them out to shows. So I remember Lemuria. I think we met a couple of guys in like Canada almost like 6 or 7 months ago on one of our other tours. But it was I think Steve and Jordan and even Chad, they would always rock out for that stuff and talk about them. Yeah, they got good taste in music.
And how did that come about, doing the sideshows in addition to this tour?
Well, I know for us, like, we knew there was going to be a lot of days off on this tour just for random reasons. There was like almost a 10-day break in the middle of it. Paramore went to Europe during that time. So for us, it was like we could have gone home if we wanted to, but we could have also played these shows. We already had some of the side shows worked out for the days off in the middle, and it was really fun. It's really cool for us to be able to play like thousands of people one day, and then the next day it's like a couple hundred people. And they're small shows, and we do special things at those shows, kind of take requests, like kids like drop names of songs in a box of merch, and yeah, it's been really fun.
Can you tell us about the video for Truck Stop Blues? It looked really fun to make.
You had fun doing yours.
Well, that one, for me, it was a little weird. Normally, I'll try and get involved and read like the little treatment of what the video is. This time, I kind of went in blind. I didn't really even know what we were doing. And then we drove ourselves over to that gas station. I'm like, wow, we're really in the middle of nowhere. We're like, this could be really good, but it could be really bad. Because when you're doing green screen stuff, you don't really know what anything's going to look like. You just kind of go for it. And then once we started seeing the shots after we started shooting stuff on playback, we're like, wow, this looks pretty good. And then it was really hot that day. I remember that. We didn't really have anywhere to hang out, so we kept going in the cooler inside the gas station. We kept going like behind where they like the little cases of drinks. We'd go in the back cooler and just hang out in there, buy like all the extra drinks because it was just cold in there and everywhere else was really hot.
I thought it was pretty funny, like all the skits that everybody got to do. It was kind of fun, and it's just one of those videos where like when we can do like fun things ourselves within the video and not just play the song or things like that. I think we tend to make better videos that way.
Cool. And last time you guys were in town was for the 10-year anniversary of the self-titled record. And you guys actually played the smaller room at Warehouse Live. What was it like playing those songs in a smaller setting? Did it bring back memories from when you guys first started out?
Oh, for sure. That was the day that Jordan got a love tap.
Yeah.
Other agents.
You got punched.
No, that show was cool because when we first walked in there, we didn't really know what to expect. Like you said, we played the smaller room, but it was exactly what we love out of shows like that. Just kids everywhere, all over the stage, singing every word. We've been doing shows like that on this tour. That's kind of what those side shows have been. So it's always fun for us to do that. That's kind of where we came from.
Cool. And last question is, Not Without a Fight. It's been a 2-year cycle so far on the touring it. What direction will the next album go in?
Hey, why don't you take that?
Well, no one.
It's like a hard question.
Yeah, it's a hard. Right now, we don't really know. Chad writes the majority of the music in the band, and he's got maybe like he's got a bunch of riffs, but really only like 3 or 4 songs that we've all kind of like messed around with. And usually when we start writing songs, the first few songs never make the record. So at this point, I don't really know at all what's going to happen. It's just a matter of us, having all the songs being in pre-production and jamming, and then seeing what songs fit together to know which ones won't. And even once you hear music, we usually, obviously the music's there first before we have the lyrics and the melodies. and it's kind of hard to prejudge it before they're there. So that's all I know so far, is that after this tour, we're going to be done touring off of Not Without a Fight. And our plan is, I think, to start recording sometime around December or January.
Yep, run around the new year, and then we'll put out the record, a couple months after that. So we're kind of far away. That's why it's kind of hard to answer that question.
All right, cool, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.